Yeah, that's right. That's a fact. The richest nation on the earth, who has given more aid to nations than any other, the nation to have won 2 major world wars and many others, is not even mentioned in the Bible. That God would forget a nation that has been central to the survival of Israel in this age, not even in a cryptic way, which that's not the right Israel anyway. Reading on, it says, that is like saying God is blind in one eye and cannot see out of the other. It is accusing God of utter negligence. But it is not God who is negligent. It is not God who forgot America in prophecy. It is not God who failed to paint a picture that was obvious to those that wanted to find it. It is not God, but the false prophets of America who have utterly failed their
Let's
flock.
name some names, because we're good at naming names, right? Kahana, #1. Nate, Hollywood Nate, #2. Bubble Eye Blackfish, #3. Comfy, #4. False Prophet 666. Uncle Ruckus. All them Edomite preachers. Joel Osteen. Creflo Dollar. John Hagee.
Monkey from England, Israelite nationalist.
Oh, yeah, that clown. You know, in other words, anybody that's not down with GMS, put them in the false prophet category. You know.
Read that from the top. It says, that is like saying God is blind in one eye and seeing and cannot see out of the other. It is accusing God of utter negligence. But it is not God who is negligent. It is not God who forgot American prophecy. It is not God who failed to paint a picture that was obvious to those that wanted to find it. It is not God, but the false prophets of America who have utterly failed their flock. They are deceived.
Those guys, like we mentioned, among Israel, Gehana, Comfy, Nate Satan, Bubble Eye Blackfish, and the rest of them, Sabak too. I got to put him in there too. The dancing leprechaun. They're leading their flock astray. You know. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, it is not God, but the false prophets of America who have utterly failed their flock. They are deceived and thus are deceivers and hypocrites, for they lead millions to eternal ruin. Then it goes in that Christian. But that's pretty much it.
Okay, well, that's good. All right, so, you got a scripture? All right, go ahead.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 17. For he hath given me certain knowledge of the things that are, namely to know how the world was made and the operation of the elements, the beginning, ending, and midst of the times, the alteration of the turning of the sun, and the change of seasons.
Yeah, since you mentioned that, just hit that scripture. You might as well go to Isaiah 46 and 10. And you can go to Zerubbabel and read on that.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 46, verse 10. Declaring, I start at 9? It says, remember the former things of old, for I am the Most High, and there is none else. I am the Most High, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure.
Yep. So declaring the end from the beginning. All right? You got something else? What would it sound like? You're not talking about Isaiah 42 and 9?
Yeah. Yep. Isaiah 42 and 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare.
Right, the former things have come to pass. Like, for example, the Ark of Noah, that happened when Noah was building the Ark with his 3 sons. Noah was prophesying to the people, and there was a point where the flood came and destroyed all those people, and there was 8 persons left. Noah, his 3 sons, and their wives, and the animals, all right? The chosen of the animals. So that was a past prophecy. It happened, Egypt, right? Egypt, it was prophesied, it was given to Abraham that his seed would be going to a strange land, and they would be slaves for 400 years. Then they would be delivered, you know. So that was a prophecy. It was given to Abraham, and it came to pass. And Egypt, ancient Egypt, Mizraim was destroyed. Babylon, ancient Babylon, the Medo-Persian Empire, Alexander the Great, the ancient Roman Empire. So now we're speaking about new prophecies like America being destroyed. The chip, them going into Iran, and they've been
the US media
going back and forth with this
study
Iran thing since the Bush administration, I believe, when he first got into office. So you're talking about striking Iran, a rumor of war, then it would settle down, then it would start up again, then it would settle down. And you figure now you have a whole new administration, Barack Obama's administration, and he's been in office for a little bit more than 3 years, and they're still talking about it. Now it sounds like they're going to do something. So it has nothing to do with the administration and what Esau wants to do. It's prophecy. It's going to happen.
The groups that are pushing the U.S. to invade
Go ahead.
Iran.
Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth,
the mark of the beast, which is the chip, all right, before they spring forth. It's happening in front of your eyes now. They're giving you the chip, man. Like the video where they show that commercial for the hospital getting the chip, and they have a woman, and she's holding the chip, and she's actually making the symbol of the 666 with her hand. All right? Health link. Exactly, and that's how they're going to push it. And in that the health care bill, Obamacare, or whatever the hell you want, Hillary care or Clinton care, the chip is mentioned. I believe it's around 1001 to about 1006 page, 1001 to about 1006, and it's mentioned as a class 2. Was it a class 2 medical device? And it tells you that the class 2 medical device is something implanted in you. All right? Go ahead.
before they spring forth, I tell you of them.
Okay, now let's go to Zerubbabel. Now we're gonna change gears a little bit, and we're gonna read about Zerubbabel. And we never told you brothers out there about Zerubbabel. We never really went deep into Zerubbabel, you know. And we might go some deep, you know. We might go 1.5 deep. We might go 2 deep. But we're gonna read about Zerubbabel. Zerubbabel was a very important character. Let me not say character. Person, Israelite, in the history of the scriptures, in the history of Israel. All right, very important. Okay, because he's going to be back here again. All right. So let's go. Let's read that.
Okay, this is from Wikipedia, entitled Zerubbabel, and they have his name in the Hebrew, the Greek, and the Latin. It says, was a governor, Zerubbabel, was a governor of the Persian province of Judah. Haggai.
Right, this was during the time, correct me if I'm wrong, during the time of Cyrus, and he was living during the time of Darius. Mm-hmm. And we're going to go into that history. And what happened was, his job was, he was set up, because after the Medo-Persian Empire took down the Babylonians, whatever the Babylonians had, they just took and changed the name. Instead of Jerusalem being a province of Babylon, it became a province of Persia. All right, or of the Persian Medo-Persian Empire. Now, what happened was Cyrus. All right, when the Babylonians was defeated, Cyrus had put out a decree that this great temple should be rebuilt, the temple of the Lord, because the Most High put the spirit on Cyrus, and I believe Cyrus is the Hebrew word karash, which means chosen, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's chosen. I mean, I can look it up. Chosen or splendor, you know. But anyway, matter of fact, go to the Zandervan. It'll tell you. If we have to, we'll go to the blue letter. But I'm almost positive it means chosen, or synonymous with the word chosen, or anointed, which means chosen. Yep. But anyway, he had made a decree that the temple was destroyed, and all